Hi everyone, it's Aga from EurekaCrystalBeads.com and I'm here with another fun beading tutorial for you. But before I get started, wait, what's that? Plot twist, it's an unboxing. Okay, I'm aware that from the title of this video that you clicked, you know that this is not a beading tutorial, this is an unboxing. But our new September 2025 collection is called Plot Twist, so I couldn't help it. Before I forget, if you like our collections and if you like our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to never miss any of our content. Alright, so we're unboxing the Plot Twist Beads collection, and it's quite a different one and quite interesting. Now, I haven't seen it all together yet. I know what products are inside, but I haven't seen them all like as a collection. So let's see what's inside. Just in case you're new here, Eureka collections are unique assortments of beads and beading supplies that we release twice every month. On the first Thursday of the month, we release a main collection, which is a larger one like this one. And on a Monday around the middle of the month, we release a light collection, which is a more compressed and focused collection that's different from the main one, so it's really worth checking both kinds of collections out. And the great thing about Eureka collections is that they are not a subscription. You can just get whichever one you like. Alright, so this is the collection. There's a lot of products in here. Let me just tidy it all up and then we'll discuss each product individually. Alright, and this is the collection, but before I discuss each product, let me introduce you to the inspiration picture for this month. And I think based on that, you can tell why we call this collection Plot Twist. And there are more references to books and being a bookworm in the collection and the products themselves too, so stay tuned. As for the palette, we decided to pick some calm, brownish, beige, but also fresh greenish colors from this photo. You have this more orangey beige in here. You have some yellowy colors here. You have a touch of this lavender, blue, purple, violet color. But in general, it's a very early autumn collection and it's calm and it's going to be classy but also kind of cozy. So let me let you look at the photo for a little bit more while I show you the product list with a really cute inspiration paragraph on it. So you're deep in a story and suddenly, bam, the plot flips on its head. A quiet moment explodes into action. A secret unravels. A character you thought you knew does something wild and brilliant. Every word feels alive. Every detail suddenly charged with possibility. And the pages seem to turn faster on their own. Nothing is going the way you expected. And it's glorious. So that's the inspiration. You're gonna do with it what you will, and inside you get a list of all of the products used in this collection. There's 25 in this one, so a lot of products. And you get the name of the product, the numbers, so you can just match it with whichever product that you get. They have numbers printed on them. And then you can look it up, look up what this is, and enter the SKU number at EurekaCrystalBeads.com to get more of whichever product you like. Alright, as always, let's start with seed beads. And you get 2 tubes of Toho round beads, one in size 11, one in size 8, and they're both in the same color, which is Permafinish Matte Galvanized Aluminum. And it's a very durable color. And it's very different in its matte form. So originally in a shiny form, it's kind of silvery, like warm silvery color. But in the matte form, it's kind of this very nice, calm, pale, yellowy beige. And it fits very well with a picture with those pages on this book. So we just couldn't not include this color. And you get a full tube of each of these. And let me just mention that Toho beads are packed by tube, so the tube is absolutely full, filled to the brim. Then you get 2 tubes of Miyuki beads. Here you have this yellow Picasso color, which is a little bit more organic than the matte metallic galvanized aluminum. And you get a tube of 3mm bugle beads in this metallic iris color. I think it's iris brown. Always love this color. And mind you that Miyuki beads are packed by weight. So for example, this tube has 10 grams of seed beads, and that's this much. And this one has approximately 8.5 grams beads, and it's this much. So don't worry, you're not getting scammed, they're just packed by weight. And then you get 2 more baggies with Miyuki beads. One is with Miyuki 15-0s in this beautiful matte color. They're really tiny, so you can't tell, but they are iridescent a little bit. I think this is the matte version of the color of the bugles, and it's going to fit perfectly with everything else. And then you get a fat 10-gram baggie of Miyuki Delicas. In this custom mix that we prepared especially for this collection, you have some beige, you have some matte brown, and the third color in here is this color lined, kind of a little bit of a burnt orange shade. And I'm already seeing some cool brick stitch and peyote patterns with it. Next up we have Czech beads, and you get 2 tubes of duo beads, and one of them is a regular super duo and one of them is a mini duo. Here they are on a triangle tray, and you may notice that this color of the mini duos is quite close and quite similar to the color of Miyuki 11-0s that you get. It's also a Picasso, but this one, the color of the regular super duos, is also a Picasso. Let me just look it up. It's the opaque olive copper Picasso. So it's this really beautiful in person coppery brown, but also pale and a little bit ashy color with some Picasso effect on it as well. So these colors are really interesting and they're going to look absolutely fabulous together. Next up in the Czech beads department, let's take a look at these 2. So we decided to include smaller portion of each of these. So you get some of these 11 by 3 millimeter dagger beads in this gorgeous coated orange coppery color. And you get a bag of pinch beads in a beautiful bronze metallic color as well. I think there's a lot to do with them. This size of daggers is especially versatile because they're small enough to make a good element of a beaded piece such as a pendant, or they can serve as the ends of your fringe or as sort of drops to whatever dangly thing you are making. And I love pinch beads. We rarely include them, but they have a really unique shape. They're kind of triangular, but also rounded. So that's really nice and really unique. Next up we have our Czech beads on strands, and you get 2 of them, 2 strands, one of 3mm fire polish in this beautiful copper lined olive color. I think it's copper light olivine actually, and a 4mm fire polish in light topaz. Really pretty, and I think they're going to add this perfect glassy sparkle to whatever you make. Next up we have crystals, and let's start with this gorgeous Krakowski crystal accent mix made entirely out of round stones. So you get 12 stones in total, starting with these 2 smoked topaz 12mm Rivolis, classic. Then you get 2 very large 16mm Rivolis in one of our, I think, signature colors at this point, which is satin. This is a beautiful color. It doesn't really have a coating, but you have this gleam as if it did. Maybe it's because the clarity of the crystal or the color that the crystal is made to be. There are like subtle gleams of a rainbow in there, but it's also very elegant and calm. And you get 2 Rivolis in 16mm. And 4 chatons, 4 8mm chatons in this color as well. I really love this color. And then you get 4 more chatons in tanzanite, which is one of the beader's favorites. And this is this lavender accent that we have in this collection. And I can totally imagine like a necklace or a bracelet made with these large stones plus the Rivolis. And then maybe earrings with those 12mm smoked topaz rivolis as well. So there's a lot of possibilities with this accent mix. And you wouldn't be able to tell that this is like the more affordable kind of crystal that we carry, because our Elite Eureka crystal is like top notch. It's European quality, it's Austrian quality, it's machine cut. And this one, you wouldn't be able to tell. This is the more affordable option. These crystals are so beautiful, so sparkly, so sharply cut, and you get to try a lot of them in this collection. And then you get a pack of 40 Preziosa crystal bicones in a really wonderful, sparkly, shimmery, and a little bit rainbowy color. So they are transparent, they are quite light colored, but they have this sort of half coating that is really captivating, really beautiful. It's called Crystal Venus, that's the color, and the beads are 4mm. Then let me introduce you to two beautiful and very long strands of pearls that you get. These are full strands of Krakowski crystal pearls. So you get a 4mm pearl in a brand new color that we're premiering in this collection. It's called Iridescent Green, and it's so beautiful. It has hints of gold, hints of coppery kind of style gold. It of course has green, but it's kind of olive or olivine kind of green. It's really absolutely beautiful. I know I say that a lot, but this color, I feel like this is going to be the star. In addition to the crystal stones, of course, I think this is going to be a star of this collection. And you get 100 pearls on here. So there's really a lot you can do with that. And then the second strand are Krakowski crystal pearls. They are 6mm and they're in the color platinum. And on the strand, you should get about 65 of them. So that's definitely a lot too. Last but definitely not least, in the crystal section is a strand of 3x2mm Chinese faceted rondelle beads, and this is also a new color. It's a little bronze-ish, but not as warm. It's called mocha metallic mocha. So it's a shade of bronze-ish brown. That is really a perfect match for this entire collection. And you get over 100 of beads on this strand as well. Finally, let's take a quick look at the findings, and I'm saying a quick look because a little bird told me that it's the mid-month collection this time that's going to be like finding driven. So with this one, we just include a minimal amount with some curiosities. So let me just get them out of their bags. So with this collection, you get some basic essentials like 2 pairs of those ear wires with a little ball. Then you get a magnetic clasp, which is quite strong despite its size. You get a little baggie of small 20 gauge 4mm jump rings that are going to be very useful with these bracelet ends that you get. These are slide-in ends, and I think I'm going to make a tutorial where I show you how to use them because I cannot wait to make a bracelet with this custom Delica mix and these bracelet ends. And then finally, you get something really interesting and really connected to the subject of this collection, because you might have already guessed, this is a bookmark, like a bookmark base that you can make a bead, for example, and attach to it. And then you put it in your book and your beadwork is kind of displayed outside of the book as it stands on your bookshelf. And I think it's a really cool idea. And this is actually functional. I have several more on hand and I tried it. All of those findings are this antique bronze plated. They really match the whole vibe of the collection. And I think it's quite a practical set with those jump rings that are included. And that's our September 2025 collection plot twist. I hope you do find some unexpected gems among the products that we included in this collection. I certainly have my favorites. For example, the color of these super duos was really surprising to me. It's so beautiful in person. It has this very gentle and subtle Picasso effect, and I can't wait to use these two types of duos together. Right off the bat, I'm also already a big fan of this new color of Krakowski Crystal Pearls. It's absolutely gorgeous in real life, and it matches with all of the beads in this collection so well. I'm also super happy that we managed to include 2 tubes of Toho beads in this very high quality permafinish color that's going to match so well with the theme of this collection. It does look like kind of old book pages, doesn't it? So I feel like these beads are going to be like the base or the background for a lot of beadwork. And naturally, I'm looking forward to creating some nice bookmarks with this base, and I can't wait to see what you come up with once you get the collection. Eureka collections are always limited edition, so if you like this one, make sure you go and get it because it might just sell out and we're not sure we'll be able to restock it in the near future. I hope you enjoyed this unboxing. Thank you so much for watching and see you in the next one. Bye!